1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to Inside Looks, where we give you an inside experience of our music to enhance your listening pleasure. I'm classical guitarist Darren Curtis Skanson.
I'm acoustic guitarist Greg Hansen, and together we are
Skanson and
Hansen. With over 100 years of combined musical experience, we are masters of arranging.
Today we are presenting our masterpiece arrangement of U2's I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. As in all of our duets, the first step is to learn the song individually as solo fingerstyle guitarists. We explore the key of the song and how that translates to the neck of the guitar.
For this song, we chose the key of E, or the key of E chose us, or more correctly, Darren chose the key of E. Because we wanted to both play in alternate tunings, but different alternate tunings at the same time.
I had been experimenting with this unique tuning for quite a while, writing and experimenting with tunes. That tuning is an open E chord. Now, many guitarists, and especially blues guitarists, have used an open E chord before. But I made it unique to me by tuning the low string down to a C sharp.
Mm-hmm.
This gave me the minor 6 scale step on the bottom. Again, here's what that open E chord sounds like. But then I tuned the low string down to a C sharp.
Whoa, that changes
color.
Everything.
Yep.
Now, for you non-guitarists out there, let's just talk about this open tuning for a second. So you heard him play an E chord, but he hasn't put any fingers on the guitar except for that very low. He has to play that for the bottom note, but usually you'd have to take 3 fingers to play that chord in regular tuning.
Right.
So that's what that open tuning means, is you just simply adjust the strings so your fingers don't have to play those notes.
That's right, exactly. So I wanted this song in the key of E so that I could play in this open tuning of E.
Yes, and myself, having played Celtic music for at least 10 years before I even met Darren, there's a very popular alternate tuning in that style of music called dadgad, where again, we take each string, we tune it to those notes. We have a D, an A, a D, then a G, an A, and a D. So it spells dadgad. And then I simply just take that, my capo, put it up on my 2nd fret where the E string lives, and I just take 1 finger to make my chord. But now I'm, voila, in the key of E.
Now we're both in the key of E.
And we're both open.
Yep, we're both open.
Yep.
Next, we come together and answer our primary questions. Number 1, do we play the song as it is, keeping it in its original genre of 80s alternative rock, or do we play it in another style, meaning change the feel or genre? For example, play this 80s alternative rock song in a, crazy different style like 70s funk.
I love that. That's a crazy great idea, actually, because that's actually what we ended up doing. Now, how did we actually come up with that anyway, Dee?
Well, we explored the song in its original genre, but we found that musically speaking, there wasn't a lot there for us as instrumentalists. We discovered that the lyrics and then, of course, Bono's vocal performance were really what carried the song.
Right.
So now we had a dilemma, right?
Right. Yeah, indeed. And as instrumentalists, our challenge was how to make it and keep it musically interesting.
Right.
Now, one of our favorite ways of doing this is, as you said, to change the genre or the feel.
Right.
And after trying several genres, we did land on that 70s funk groove.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the 70s, a brand new style of bass guitar playing emerged called slap bass. Here's a related question for you, Greg.
Wait a minute. You said there would be no questions.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay, just keep it simple.
Is the guitar a string instrument or a percussion instrument?
I'm sure there's a trick to this question, but I'm going to say stringed instrument because I'm looking at 6 strings right here.
Well, Gregory,
Mom?
that's actually not correct.
My mother isn't here, is she? No one calls me Gregory but my mother.
The guitar is actually a percussion instrument like a drum because you have to strike something in order to get sound.
Right.
Now, in the string instrument family, like cellos and violins, you use a bow to get the sound. So that's what makes it different.
I see.
So this 70s funk bass technique is really a percussion technique done on the strings of an instrument. It comes with 3 elements. Number 1 is the slap. That's done with the thumb, this part of your thumb. You slap that on the string. Second is the tap. Now the tap, sometimes used with bass guitar players, but that does come a lot from guitar players too. The tap, especially made famous by Eddie Van Halen.
Ah. Oh, yeah. Right.
And then Michael Hedges would use it where he'd tap like full chords. Right, like that. So that's the tap, technique number 2. Number 3 is the pull. The pull is you take your finger, you hook it a little bit, and you're actually pulling up on the string, and you make it pop.
Heard bass players from the 70s on stood right next to him, hearing him do those slapping those pops all night long.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
But what I want to know is, whatever gave you the idea to do it on a classical nylon string guitar?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier about, I had been experimenting and composing pieces in this tuning. And this one piece came up where it was like very clearly there was a very distinct bass part as well as the melody and the chords. And when I put them together, I was like, oh, that would be better if I slapped it like a bass player.
Huh. So cool. What a great effect. Yeah.
And it works well, especially because once I got an electrified classical guitar.
Oh, you're home now.
Then it's really rocking.
Yeah,
so.
No doubt. All right, what a great style. And that totally answers that question, whether it's string or percussion. There's no doubt there.
Exactly.
And now question number 2 about the arrangement is the tempo. Do we take a slow song and make it fast, or we take a fast one and make it slow, or do we keep the original tempo? Now, the original way that Bono sang this was with a lot of long notes and at a pretty slow tempo. Fantastic if you're a violinist or a cellist arranging this tune. But remember what Darren just said, our notes are only going to last so long because of the guitar being a percussion instrument. So we needed to speed up the tempo so that you would still recognize the melody. Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen to the melody. Then here comes the hook. Play that hook one more time.
And I'm using the open strings to hold the notes I want to hold out the longest.
Right.
I'm going to land on those. And so when we put these 2 elements together, we have a 70s funk groove version of this 80s alternative rock classic.
Exactly.
And it sounds like this.
Well, before we play it for you, thanks for watching. And we hope this inside look into our U2 arrangement enhances your Skanson Hansen listening experience. By the way, this is just part 1 of our inside look into this song. Greg and I both feel that this is one of our masterpiece arrangements, and we thought it warranted a 2-part video. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, lots more to come.
Yep.
And also, to help us create more inside looks, output more live videos, stream our recorded music, and continue making new music, please subscribe to the Skanson Hansen channel on YouTube. And support us on Patreon.com.
That's the Skanson Hansen channel on YouTube and Patreon.com/Skanson Hansen. That's one word. Again, that is Patreon.com/Skanson Hansen. I'm classical guitarist Darren Curtis Skanson.
And I'm acoustic guitarist Greg Hansen. And together we are
Skanson and
Hansen. 1, 2, 3, 4.